What's up everyone, my name is Mike and welcome back to my channel talking about VeVe. And today I have 5 things you need to know about in setting a game plan to be able to get a drop. First off, there's one really important thing you need to know at the very end of this video, the very last tip that I have for you. It's a very basic one, but it's something that I forgot and I missed out on a drop because of it. So be sure to tune in to the very last one. And these are nothing too technical in terms of getting a drop. These are just to make sure that you are prepared for each drop that comes out so that you can prepare yourself for success for drops and at least get into every one, because it's easy to get discouraged with trying to get drops, and I found myself getting into that and then just missing out on drops. But there's a saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So try to get in on every single drop on VeVe, because you never know what is coming your way. And that's the very first thing. Do not be surprised if you do not get a drop. Like I've told you on my previous videos, I got my first drop November 10th, 2021. That was the Iron Man golden statue. Very thankful that I got that. But that was also my very first drop that I actually tried for. And I can't believe that I got it. And I thought I was set up for success for all the rest of the golden statues. Turns out I haven't had a drop since. I haven't been lucky enough to get that. My wife has, she got a drop, but we're gonna get into that at the very end here and what happened to that drop and why she didn't actually get it in the end. And you just can't get a drop if you don't try for it. So I have now come to a point where I'm trying for every drop. There was a moment in time there in December where I just kind of gave up on everything and I wasn't trying for every drop. I would just go for the ones that I really liked, that I was really into. But really, you need to be trying for every single one, because more than likely it's just going to go up in the aftermarket and you can just flip it really quick, get some gems in if you don't plan on holding for a while, or at least see where the market is going and then decide to sell to get some gems in that you can then purchase something that you really want in that marketplace. Make sure you set an alarm for that drop. I've gone minutes past a drop, realized that it's drop time and completely missed out on the drop. My schedule gets busy, somebody calls, or I just get distracted and I lose out on those minutes that are necessary. I now set an alarm 2 minutes before every drop to just prepare myself for that drop. Another thing here to do is to close out all your apps and free up some storage space in your phone by offloading things to the cloud or offloading things onto an external hard drive that's taking up space in your phone. Both of these things will slow down your phone, and you want your phone to be as fast as possible for refreshing, for loading, for being able to purchase as soon as you can and as quickly as you can. Now, I talked about with my Iron Man drop how I actually hesitated and I hit that buy now button about a second afterwards and I still got the Iron Man. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what is with that and how that happened, but ultimately you want to be as fast as possible with that buy now button and clicking it. And if you clear out space on your phone and you close out all the apps that might be doing things in the background, this is going to make your phone as fast as possible for that moment when that buy now button comes available to you. There are also other things you can do, like low power mode on an Apple iPhone will stop that background processing of other apps that are working even though they're not open, and they're just slowing down very minimally, but they are, because for example an email comes in and you get that notification, and hopefully that notification doesn't throw you off to then not get that buy now button when it comes available to you. Being as close as you can to your router will help your phone connection to that router, especially in certain spaces in our place. We get less connection than we would if we were right next to our router. So when I am ready for that drop, I'm next to my router. There's also Ethernet cables that you can plug into your phone and plug in directly to the router, which is a hardwired way of making sure that your phone connection is as fast as possible and that you are able to, as quickly as possible, hit that buy now button. There's other strategies that people have gone into length on YouTube here in terms of getting that drop as soon as possible. Things like lining up your buy now button with the error message that you click before the timer goes to 0. This will say something like the item is not available yet to purchase, but if you line it up just perfectly, you can smash that button, that buy now button and that OK to the error message button, and just continuously click, and that's going to give you a good chance of getting it right when it turns to 0. Or you can just simply wait until that 0 hits and time it perfectly with your thumb, as opposed to smashing as fast as possible to get that buy now button. And if you don't get that buy now button when it hits 0, keep on refreshing. I have heard of people getting rebounds And VeVe actually gives you 90 seconds to make a purchase on the app if you get the drop. So people have 90 seconds to make that purchase, which gets to my final point coming up here in what happened with me and my wife in trying to get a drop but not getting it. But you have 90 seconds to make that purchase if you get that drop. For those people that do not get that drop in 90 seconds, it then comes back available to people for that rebound. And if that buy now button comes back after 90 seconds, that's your time to hit it and hopefully get it on the rebound. So just because you didn't get that drop, when it went to 0, you missed it. It told you that the servers were busy or all the collectibles have been allocated to other users. You still have a chance after that 90 seconds, hopefully, maybe. But then I've also heard of people getting it 8 minutes, 9 minutes after. So there's always that possibility if you have the time to continuously pull down and refresh or exit out and then pull back in to that drop, to that collectible, to see where and if there is that rebound chance or opportunity. Which brings me to my final point here, and this is incredibly important to you and to everybody, because this might not be something that you really think about. Really, in general, every 3-4 years you might think about this, and this is making sure that your billing information is up to date. Because if you have a credit card on file there and it's expired, VeVe is going to give you the drop if you get the drop, and then you're going to have to purchase it, and then it's going to come back and say your billing information is not up to date, you need to update it, and then you've got that 90 seconds to try and update it, and it's a mad scramble. I know this from experience because my wife actually got a drop. She got the Batman and Killer Croc drop, and then it asked for her payment information. Turns out her card was expired on file in her phone. So we were scrambling, and we didn't actually even know at this time that it's 90 seconds that you have to be able to purchase that item and get your billing information updated. So we're just casually going about trying to find her new credit card, trying to find a way to put that information into the settings, and it's a little bit difficult the way VeVe operates and sends you notifications. You can't quite close out of the app unless you accept the notifications. Then if you accept the notifications, you don't know if you lose your spot for that drop. But we got into the settings, we updated our credit card, and went back. We purchased the gems necessary to be able to do that while still on that drop screen, not going back to the profile, but we thought we had it, and turns out our drop was allocated to another user because of that time it took us. Now, that Batman and Killer Croc is one that I wish I would have got, that we wish we would have got, really, but it was an expensive mistake. Afterwards, it went onto the market for about 2,000 gems, but now it's sitting around 1,000, 1.1. So an expensive mistake to make, but we've learned our lesson. We know what we need to do going forward with VeVe in making sure that our billing information is updated. Make sure you do that. Make sure that your card is not expiring soon. You can also set up your PayPal so you don't have to worry about that, or you can add extra cards to your billing information, because if one's expired, then it'll go to the next one. And that can be a real shot to your VeVe drop, because you don't want to miss a drop, and you don't want to miss an important drop like the one that we missed. I hope this information helped you. I hope you took away something from these list of things that you need to learn to be able to get ready for a drop. If I missed something, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to know what your game plans are for drops on VeVe. If you felt this video was helpful, please give it a like. I would love that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want more from this VeVe NFT, my experience on the app. And thank you for watching.